Hello, my name is Igwonobe Oshione. I am the CEO of Oaks and Olives. We are makers of the fresh juices, the Juice Lady. We produce 100% fresh juice, no preservatives, no sugars, no sweeteners. It's 100% juices. We supply stores on the island. We're also on the mainland. Our juices are bottled in 50cl PET bottles, so they're easy to pick up and have on the go. So it's basically 100% fresh juice on the go, without any sugar, without any preservatives. And I am the Juice Lady. I grew up drinking juices. My mom was a bit of a health buff when we were younger. So when I wanted to go into something, I wanted to do something I was passionate about, and I started making juices. It was really small scale at first, and a lot of people tried it, they liked it. I started getting orders, and the business grew. I started from my mom's kitchen with just a blender and juices. Now we have a factory that we're setting up. We're getting our NAFDAC number. It's been passion that has pushed us to the point where we are now. We've had a lot of challenges, a lot of setbacks, but we keep pushing because once you start, you can't stop. You have to keep doing it so that you get to where you want to get to. We've had financial challenges, we've had certification issues, but we have kept on. Now we are at a point where we're expanding. We're getting into major stores, we're getting our certification in place. We're keeping the business alive, basically, keeping the dream alive. So in today's business, there are a lot of opportunities for young people to come in. Our society has been set up in a way that young people are more willing. They're more willing to get into businesses, to try out new things. When I was in school, it was you had to be a doctor, you had to be an engineer, you had to be this. But today we have people who are makeup artists, we have people who are in business like myself doing juices, who are in fitness, who are fitness coaches. You could never do that some time back. We have fitness coaches, we have fashion designers. There's a lot of opportunity, and because of how Nigeria is, you can always start small and grow your brand and grow your business. You don't have to come out and start big. I started with a blender. I didn't have a lot of cash when I started. So you don't have to wait till you create a lot of finance or till you generate a lot of finance to start. You can always start from where you are. Look around you, look at what you're passionate at, look at what you can do, and then start with what you have and grow organically. Looking back, I would have taken a bit more time to plan. It's good to jump in and get things rolling, but you also have to know a path. You have to see the path you're going, and you don't just go with the tide. If I had taken a bit more time to plan, I would have done some things better, put some things in place, rather than just make mistakes, and then I wouldn't have made as much mistakes as I did. So I would have taken a bit more time to plan out the business rather than make mistakes and then learn from them and adjust to get where I am today. So that would be one thing. Another thing would have been, I would have been a bit more careful with bringing people into the business. It's easy for you to meet someone and they have these great ideas, and because you're new and you're willing to take in almost anybody that comes your way because they have the money or they have something you think you want, but at the end of the day, in the long run, you might be losing more than you're gaining from that person. So you have to be very careful with getting into partnerships, letting people into your space, into your business, because you want to be sure that it is a mutually beneficial relationship rather than someone just leeching on you. The Nigerian economy now, as we all know, is in a recession. And to a layman, it's just a word. They said recession is just a word. But when you do business, it affects every single thing you do, from your packaging to the raw materials to your transportation. Every single thing is affected. So, for instance, if you were getting raw materials at a certain price, everything has gone up. So your cost of production has gone up, reducing your margin because there's not so much spending power in the economy. So you cannot put that on the customer, on the client. So you have to find a way to manage your increased cost of production and still break even and still make a margin while keeping the quality of your product the same thing. It is a very hard line to walk, but it is necessary to. The recession will not last forever. That's the prayer and that's the hope. But in the meantime, you have to be able to walk that line where your cost of production and putting the cost on the customer doesn't come into play, because at the end of the day, people are not so willing to spend more. Everybody is trying to save whatever they have, because also their cost of living has increased. They have less money to spend on things that are not necessarily important or necessities. So you have to manage that and keep your cost of production low. You might take a hit on margins, but you sustain it for a while and ride the storm out, basically. So it is basically riding out the storm and keeping your business afloat for the period of time the recession lasts. And we're hoping to do this, and at the same time, it's also a good time to grow your business. As odd as it sounds, it's also a good time to grow your business so that when you come out from the recession, you're going to a boom. So when you come out, you are ready to meet the market. You're at a place where you are ready to fulfill that need, the prosperity that has come after the recession. So we're looking at expanding our outlets. We're getting more outlets in Lagos and even doing across Nigeria. In a few years, we hope to be all over Nigeria, but in the next coming months, we're looking at being in major stores across Lagos, and we hope that works, and we keep on staying in business. My name is Oshione Igwonobe, and I am the Juice Lady.
Okay, that was good.